I would go to external tools like I mentioned earlier, SEMrush or Ahrefs, or even using Google Keyword Planner just to get a general idea of what are some of the key keyword phrases, and then taking those keywords, moving them over to tools like SEMrush, and then running that through their database to find out exactly what domains are firing for specific search terms.